Hey guys, Berg here. About 6 months ago, I released a video about how BTS helped me with my stutter. I was just amazed with the huge social media push behind it, especially on Twitter. I'm so happy the video got out to a lot of different people. I wanted to speak more today on just how BTS in general has inspired me and has helped improve my overall mental health. I also am going to be including resources in this video that you can reach out to, so that way you can get the care that you need and everything. Okay, cool. Let's get started. Okay, so looking at recent events, I obviously have to start off with the Festa dinner. And with the Festa dinner, the part I want to focus on most, it was when RM was speaking about not knowing who BTS is anymore. He made a comment kind of saying after the success of Dynamite and Butter, and having these different styles of music that they hadn't done before, him not really knowing where they were going to go next as a group, and in a lot of ways from different members, also comes like the imposter syndrome of it, just that feeling of, okay, you've just had your biggest hit you've ever had, where do you go from here? And then also, how do you stay true to your music and your message as a group and what you want to convey? And as someone who myself has experienced a lot of imposter syndrome in their lives, I was very moved by that discussion and seeing everyone, break down at times talking about it, and just speaking of like if you feel like you're at the peak of your career, how do you possibly move forward, and do things that feel true to you and things that are completely authentic. Kind of following that was the song More by J-Hope that just came out. So I think with More, right off the bat, I think everyone noticed and everyone focused on was the fact that it was such a different sounding song than we expected from J-Hope. And, kind of hearing more about it and seeing what he's said in interviews or what he's, kind of written to fans, and just that he wants to show more of himself. And I think even just the idea of being part of a group, you especially, BTS does a great job of showing their personalities in all different aspects, but still there's going to be more to people that you don't quite know. And the fact that J-Hope's first thing that he released was saying, I'm going to explore this other side of me. And even having lines in there in the song say, the art that comes out of crashing and falling. And that's the second half of my life, the reason of my life, and the joy of my life. With that as a driving force, I carry on. To me, those kind of lyrics are so incredibly powerful. Just the passion that he's showing. He wants to just do what is true to him. And I think it's that underlying message of the song that to me is more powerful than anything else that you can do, because that is what makes that's what inspires people. That's what makes people turn their heads, when you're listening to the music and you understand the lyrics and everything. So I'm going to be talking as well about the song Outro Tear, as well as the famous Artist of the Year speech that BTS gave at the 2018 Mama Awards. But first I want to talk about some resources that you have. Before going any further, I make sure I emphasize how important I think it is that we end any kind of negative stigma around taking care of your mental health. It's like being depressed, having anxiety, these different things, they don't make anyone weaker by any means. And I think that acknowledging that we might experience some of those things, we might need to get help, is one of the most important things we can do as people, just for ourselves and our own health and safety. So with that, I have a few different resources that I want to make sure I mention with you guys. So the first one is, if you live in the United States, there is a 988 National Suicide Hotline. It's meant literally for, like, if you're having extremely negative thoughts and you just need to talk to someone, you can just dial 988 in the U.S. and you're able to talk to someone who can help you through whatever you're going through in that moment. And then also just talking to your friends and family about it. I'll be completely honest in saying that, like, I only just recently kind of told my parents that I have experienced anxiety and depression in my own life. And I wish I had said something sooner, and I wish I personally had acknowledged it within myself sooner. I think that times that I noticed it, I thought, well, that can't happen to me. That's not who I am, and move forward, which is just a terrible, toxic way of looking at that. But I think just talking to friends and family and just being open about things is an extremely important resource that you can have. There is also the BTS Army Help Center on Twitter. So with that, it's they're all volunteers, and basically the idea is you can just DM them and they just will give you someone to speak to, just someone that you can talk to. And again, I think that is extremely important as kind of just like a finding that help that you might need in that moment. For me personally, I still find the best help that I've received so far has been through just ongoing talk therapy. Just having a therapist, having someone that you can reach out to. You might have weekly meetings, bi-weekly meetings, whatever it is. Just having that person who you can talk to and will know things that you've talked about in the past and can help you find patterns that you might not have recognized, and help you just help you help yourself and just make some long-term changes. And that takes us to today's video sponsor, BetterHelp. If you've experienced anxiety or depression, even just being like overstressed or overwhelmed in general, I think BetterHelp is a great resource because everything is online. I know for me personally, when the idea of going places sometimes can be overwhelming in itself, and I think that like having that option to just do everything just from home, just if you want to call them, if you want to do a live chat, if you want to do something on video, if you're comfortable with that, you have that option to do so. And BetterHelp has over 20,000 therapists in their network with a broad range of experience that give you access to help that you may not even have available in your area. You have to just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with therapists in under 48 hours. From there, you can schedule secure video or phone sessions, plus you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share with that person is completely confidential. I've suffered from anxiety my entire life. For a lot of my life, I didn't realize that it was different than other people experience. One thing I got a lot from therapy and everything is just hearing someone like approach a subject differently than you currently are, and just being able to kind of like calm your thoughts a little bit before you move back forward. I feel like for me that has been extremely helpful and something that really resonated the most with me and made a really big impact. And you can request a new therapist at any time for no additional charge. So join the over 3 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. And get 10% off your first month by going to betterhelp.com/Andrew. That's betterhelp.com/Andrew. The link is also down below. Now let's go on to the outro tier. When I first read through the lyrics for outro tier, and also when I saw the speech that BTS gave for Artist of the Year in 2018 at the Mama Awards, the amount of emotions that I went through during the reaction And then especially after the reaction, just hit me so hard. And then just hearing Suga when he spoke about how everyone else in the group responded after he showed it to them for the first time, and how he mentioned that people just started crying. And then seeing the speech for Artist of the Year, seeing these guys who are okay expressing themselves on a platform like that, and just breaking down and seeing how what they said affected each other. And then again, go back to the Festa dinner, and like when certain people were speaking, seeing how everyone else was reacting and responding. Like, you know, Suga mentioning that he has other projects that he wants to work on and just doesn't physically have enough time in the day to work on everything. Again, I think it's very, very relatable for me. But more than that, it's just so impressive and inspiring that they're speaking about it on such a large scale. Whether I'm on screen with you guys or I'm doing this with my personal life, the thoughts and feelings that I have are going to be very similar and are going to bleed throughout. That being said, specifically regarding YouTube, so I've been making YouTube videos for almost 2 years now. And, you know, for that I've been doing BTS reactions since, I guess about June of last year. And there's times that it gets really challenging to continue making videos every week, like I've kind of decided I want to do. You know, obviously when you're experiencing other things in your personal life, that might be affecting whether you want to get in front of camera or whether you want to, like, really feel like you can be yourself that day. You know, sometimes you just have days where you just don't feel like yourself. So if you did watch my my video on how BTS helped with my stutter, then you probably have heard part of the story before. But before I had a YouTube channel or anything, there was something I had seen on TV that really, really got to me personally, and almost became the first video I ever made was just going to be a response to that. At the time, it was before you know, I even had cameras or anything, and you know, I decided I didn't go through with my idea to make a video for that. But in 6 months ago, I was able to release that video about my stutter, and I was able to reach almost 30,000 people who might not, and the sounds of the comments and everything, people who did not, you know, fully understand what a stutter was, how it can affect someone, and how that can affect your mental health. So having made that video, in a lot of ways it feels like I completed my like YouTube quest, if you will, of what I was trying to do with the channel and everything, and you know, get to that point. And as much as I've always enjoyed making reaction videos, and everyone here should know that I enjoy making reaction videos, and they're a big reason to why my stutter has been getting better, and I am more comfortable on camera and everything. But I've been thinking about what I want to do for my videos going forward. One thing I'm going to be doing is more non-reaction videos. So doing videos where I will just take, I'll just take a song and break it down completely, and just talk about all the different musical elements that go into making that BTS song a reality. You know, like just thinking about all the different portions, how I think it was probably arranged, how it was composed, you know, the recording aspect of it, and kind of going into some of those videos, like the behind the music, if you will, kind of videos, and exploring the music from that angle, I think is a unique approach I will be able to have on this, and just sounds like so much fun for me to make that type of music. or that type of video. I also like to do videos. I did like a learn music with BTS video where I took a musical term, which I took the word dynamics, and I showed examples of what dynamics are, explained what they were, and showed examples of BTS's music and how I think that it affected them emotionally, those songs, but also just the concept of what it was. So you can kind of, again, learn music with BTS. So making more of those types of videos. I guess exploring that whole musical side of it that are non-reaction videos. But along with that, I really want to just like not have to focus on everything being a reaction sometimes. It just like sometimes I just want to like listen to a song and someone says, hey, this is really good. I don't have time to film a reaction, but I just want to enjoy it. I want to just be able to experience it and listen to what I want to listen to. And record reactions for you guys on songs that you want to see reactions to, but not have that be the only defining factor in there. And diving into some of those songs, again, past a reaction point to get into like the song itself. I think there'll be an interest for that. I hope there'll be an interest for that. Well, I guess we'll find out. But I'm excited to make that kind of a switch. Again, while still keeping up the reactions that I'm doing. I still want to be doing live streams on the weekend that will include Run BTS, and you can still find those over on the Patreon. So anyway, with that being said, next week will be the first non-reaction video. It will be sort of a music breakdown. You'll see when it posts and everything. But I'm really excited for it. I think it's a video that I've been talking about making for a very long time, at least a year, I think. I've been talking about making this. Even in videos, so if you want to speculate that way a little bit on what it may be. Anyway, I hope you guys will continue to join me on this trip down the BTS rabbit hole, and all the different places that it might take us. So anyways, I will see you guys in a video very, very soon. Thank you. Goodbye.